Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and today we are in the Smart Home here at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. We're here with David Beach, the director of the GreenCityBlueLake Institute, as part of the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. David, thanks so much for taking time to talk with us.
Thanks for coming out, Thomas.
This is such an exciting project to build a smart home to show how we can reduce our energy consumption. Where did the idea of this project come from?
Well, here at the Natural History Museum, we've been thinking for a while how we can do something real and tangible to show people how they can dramatically reduce their energy use, the cost of energy, and also their greenhouse gas emissions. And so this house is a way to show that you can reduce those by 90%, your heating and cooling load. This is the kind of house that can go through a Cleveland winter without a conventional furnace.
That's just amazing that there's no furnace in this house. And this house was built to last. This isn't just an exhibition for a museum. This is a house people are going to live in.
One of the great things, this is not an exhibit that comes and goes. We're going to move this house to a vacant lot we have over on Wade Park Avenue, just a few blocks away, install it on a permanent basement foundation, and sell it to some lucky family who will become the owners of this wonderful house.
Right.
And it'll be a permanent investment in a Cleveland neighborhood.
Talk about the GreenCityBlueLake Institute that you started and your affiliation now with Cleveland Museum of Natural History for about the past 4 years. Why did you start this institute? What was the need here in the Cleveland area?
Well, our history goes back many years where we used to be a local nonprofit called EcoCity Cleveland.
Right.
We merged with the museum to create something better and stronger for the region, a sustainability center that could do projects like this.
So this is your sort of biggest, best project for sustainability. When you went to do this house, what were the things that you were concerned with? I know you worked with a number of consultants and architects to get all the factors into one project that you could.
Sure. One of our main goals was to meet the Passive House Standard, which is the world's most rigorous standard for energy performance. This house is designed to meet that. It's a house that's, and it achieves that in a number of ways. You've got incredible insulation in the walls. The walls are almost 14 inches thick with multiple layers of insulation. You've got incredible windows and doors imported from Germany, triple-pane glass, again, incredibly well sealed and insulated.
Right.
The building envelope is sealed, so there's going to be no drafts or air leakage in this house.
And that's key, isn't it? Because really, without that as a starting point, no matter what you do with the heating and cooling, you're not going to be very efficient, right?
This house will have no drafts, no cold spots, be incredibly comfortable all year round. It's kind of built like a thermos, so it just keeps the heat in or the cooling in.
Right.
So you need just a little extra heating and cooling to maintain temperature.
Right. So you would be able to walk around in your bare feet in the middle of winter in this home, walk right up to these very large windows. Why are the windows so large, first of all?
Well, the house at the final site over on Wade Park Avenue will face south, so the south-facing windows. And again, one interesting thing, you can have a highly energy-efficient house, but doesn't have to be a cave. It can have beautiful windows, abundant natural daylighting, and just feel like a wonderful home.
So that's going to let in that summer sun that's really
actually
hot, isn't it? I mean, that's an issue.
In the summer, when the sun is high in the sky, these windows will be shaded, so the sun will not come in. In the wintertime, when the sun's low in the sky, the sun will come in and be an important source of heating for the house.
Right. So we can see a lot of architectural detail. This is a house with slope ceilings that was really designed to fit into a neighborhood. This is not just a space-age project.
It was designed to fit a historic Cleveland neighborhood on Wade Park Avenue. One of the things we also wanted to show was that how you can have high energy efficiency and also have just a beautiful home. So when you come here on our tours, you'll see a fully furnished home that looks beautiful, has a lot of high-end architectural features, and also is decorated. We worked with a local nonprofit called the Red Dot Project that curates art shows for local artists and helps them sell their work. So all the art and furniture comes from the Red Dot Project, local Cleveland artists working on environmentally themed art, and it'll all be for sale later on this year.
So you're going to sell this just before the house is actually moved.
Right.
And you've already gotten some interest in buying the house, isn't that right?
Well, interest all over. This house has been in newspapers all over the country, but local interest too. We've had a number of calls, people who are saying, yeah, I love this house, I want to live here.
Talk about the landscaping outside, because it's important what happens to the rainwater and the wastewater here.
Sure. We tried to feature all kinds of environmentally friendly features in the house. Outside, we worked with our regional sewer district, which is very concerned about stormwater runoff. This is one of our major water pollution problems. So we have a number of features: porous concrete, porous pavements, a huge 500-gallon cistern to capture rainwater, a rain garden, and other ways that people can use in their own homes to reduce their stormwater runoff.
So all the cement here, and there's walkways and such, they're actually porous, right? I mean, the water actually runs right straight through the cement. And then it's captured below in sort of a cistern?
And it all, on the one side of the house, all the runoff goes to a large cistern, and then you can use that water to water your plants. On the other side, all the water drains to a large rain garden. So we think all the rainwater on the house will be kept on site and not run off into the storm sewers.
Talk about how the air moves through the house. I know you've got a little unit on the wall here. It's very small. And I guess the theory is that if you're insulated like a thermos, like you said, you don't really need a lot of air to actually be moved into the room to heat or cool.
You don't need a big conventional furnace that's blasting hot or cool air into your building. All you need are these little air source heat pumps. Very energy efficient, provide just a little extra heating or cooling that you need to maintain the temperature of the house. It doesn't take a lot. And that's the idea with a passive house, is that you reduce your energy demand so low that you just need a little supplementary heating or cooling to make up the difference. But then if you're like a thermos and there's no draftiness in this house, there's an issue of air quality. So you want to make sure you're well ventilated. And we do that with our energy recovery ventilation system. This is a unit also imported from Germany, the most efficient that you can buy. In the wintertime, this will bring in fresh air into the house and take the stale air and exhaust it. And as the stale air passes by the incoming cold air, the heat is transferred at almost 90% efficiency, and it warms the incoming air. So again, you can ventilate without losing energy. And
these little tubes going up to the other rooms, they're so small compared to your traditional...
You don't need big metal ducts. All you need are these little 3-inch tubes, and that distributes the air through the house.
That's amazing. And again, what you're going to end up with is a 90% reduction in
heating and cooling.
Heating and cooling. That's throughout the year.
About a 70% overall reduction in your energy bills.
So to be clear, this house is a custom house. It's got a lot of custom and almost luxury features. The bathrooms are beautiful. The bedrooms are amazing. But you're going to be saving money with your energy costs, and that's regardless of where energy prices go or what have you.
Sure. They say these are houses of the future, also homes that provide you a sense of security. It's kind of like a hedge against future spikes in energy.
Right.
Even if the power goes off, again, you're living in like a thermos, it'll stay warm for a long, long time.
Exactly. Well, David, this is fascinating. Thank you so much for all your great work with the Institute and with the Museum of Natural History. Thanks for all your hard work putting this home together. And there's going to be an exhibit we should mention also at the museum.
Well, everyone can come tour this exhibit, tour the house while it's here through early October. But on July 23rd, we open up a major traveling exhibit on climate change, which we believe is really one of the central issues facing us here in the 21st century, is how we reduce our greenhouse gases. It's a great exhibit that talks about the science of climate change and what's really happening with our planet.
And that exhibit will be up through the end of the year, December 31st. So plenty of time to get over here. Thanks for taking time to talk with us, David. Fascinating.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland. So through the end of in Cool.com. Have a great in Cool. .com. 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 Have a great in cool.
He was sensitive. He was sensitive. He was sensitive.
And the money clients so through the 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 in cool. .com. Have a great 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 in cool. .com. Have a great